are at Arte Gallery, and we're talking about the retrospective tour of Dr. Seuss. It starts out, of course, with a timeline that covers his entire life here. But then we go into whenever Dr. Seuss became an ad man. This is after he graduated from Dartmouth, attended Oxford for a while, and then he found his first job as an ad man. Now, if you look here, you can see a cover of Jug magazine. You would never think that this is a Dr. Seuss cover. This was created in 1930, and if this girl had blonde hair, I mean, look at her skirt blowing up. It's beautiful illustrative artwork, but it reminds me of Marilyn Monroe here, really. But that's for another occasion. Moving on, we see some of his other magazine covers for Life. We also have them for Judd magazine. And if we look at the artwork up above, we'll notice that these pieces are part of the secret art. So I'm kind of like going back and forth here a little bit. But this secret art was created during the Art Deco period. You can see some of the circles here with M.C. Escher's influence. And then you can see the staircase and the whole architectural feel. And with a dark background, it kind of just pops everything that's light in front of it. It makes it almost like a 3D image. Now realize, again, during the Art Deco period, so that's, quite a ways away from the technology of today. And then as we move over here to Tower of Babel, which Seuss, when he titled this, was really current state of the world. It has a whole lot going on of things that were happening during the world at that time. So again, Tower of Babel, and among everything that was going on, he throws in nonsense, because one of Seuss's favorite sayings was, "I love nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells," and it does. So moving right along here, we come to a piece that was on Judd magazine cover in 1933. It's titled After Dark in the Park, and if you really look closely, One Fish, Two Fish came out of it later, Urinal the Turtle here, the gazelle ended up being an unorthodox taxidermy, and of course the Seussian characters found their way into many of his books, as did many of these illustrative characters ended up being in his book for later on, or part of the secret art. And now as we move here, we come to his first self-portrait of a young man shaving. Audrey says that's how Seuss would stand in front of the mirror with his hand on his hip. He'd also do it when he painted. And he created a great poem called Theodore Seuss Geisel's first poem. I'm not going to read it on air, but it's fabulous. It is online. If you go to our website, bellaarte.com, you can click on the piece entitled Young Man Shaving, and it does have a copy of the poem there. Here is also another poem here that he created, How Was I to Know? And this is really sweet. Just one thing more, I asked God point blank, as I was about to be born. Do I or don't I tip the obstetrician?